I will be playing every support to rank them from worst to best, so stay till the end to see what I think the best support is. This is just my opinion, and trust me, I am not insane at the game, so this is very baseline analysis. Don't take this to heart, this is just my opinion. Alright, I am not that good at the game. But let's begin with number 10, Zenyatta. His main significance is not so much on his healing. I mean, he still has okay healing, but his Discord's really where it shines through, which amplifies damage on whoever it's placed on. This is very good against tanks like Hog and Maga, who have a lot of HP and healing power. Along with Discord, he has one of the best ults in the game for winning fights. He basically gets in a state where he's unkillable and makes his teammates almost unkillable as well. His biggest issue is that he's slow and isn't very good in terms of healing, so that's why he gets last place. Quick note, he is one of the most fun to play though, since he gets so much damage. Next up, number 9, Mercy. Now, just before we begin, I have not played her, so bear with me on the footage. Anywho, she has been one of the best known supports across Overwatch gaming. She has always been reliable and good to have on your team, especially for hit scans, since her damage boost is very convenient. Although recently her playability has gone down due to hit scan changes and buffs to other characters that have better abilities. Although Mercy is very convenient on your team since she has the ability to revive when you get killed, this ability can be very useful to win fights. This idea of reviving people during fights gave the term average Mercy player, meaning the Mercy would revive you into a 2v5, which you obviously won't win, so you just immediately die, basically saying Mercy players are dumb. I don't have much more to say about her. Mercy's ultimate basically just gives her healing and damage buff to players nearby, so it kind of just like scans off. But I think 9th place is suitable for Mercy. She's kind of just been getting worse as the seasons went on. I still think she's annoying as hell to play against, but I think she still deserves 9th place. Numero 8, Brig. I also have not played Brig at all. She isn't really my type of playstyle for supports, but she's pretty good. She has a few fun abilities that can assist teammates from danger. First of which is her shield and shield bash, which stun enemies and works like any other shield in the game that you can shoot through. Once it goes down, it slowly regenerates to get back to the 250 baseline health. She has 3 orb thingies that slowly heal teammates and come back pretty quick, but another great thing to keep in mind when playing Brig is that doing damage actually heals your teammates around you. So just make sure that you are hitting the tank or other players to heal teammates. She also has this bonker, I like to call it, that just hits them back. It's not too strong, but it can be very effective to push people away, which can be useful. Her ultimate I haven't mastered yet, but basically you just get more healing and do more hitting health. Along with that, your shield gets more HP and is larger to protect against incoming fire. All around a great character, but I think she has a high learning curve in my opinion, and I don't really like to play her. She's not very fun. Now in 7th place. Yep, that makes sense. 7th place, we have Lucio. Lucio, the fast, rapping, annoying character that never dies and is very annoying when in the right hands. Lucio is a very fast character with good movement, which can be given to boost teammates' movement as well. He is great to be paired with Reinhardt since he needs to be up close, so it boosts him forward to be faster. The biggest downside of Lucio is he doesn't have insane healing, kind of like Zenyatta, but at least Lucio has spatial healing, which is useful, and his movement gives him the edge over Zen. His ult is also very useful to counter ult the other team, since it essentially gives everyone as much or more HP than Hog, but only for a short amount of time, but still very useful to tank something. I think if he did more healing, he could be higher up, but his playability can be good, but he only fits on some teams, I feel like. Some teams he just doesn't work. But still, I think he deserves 7th place. Alright, now let's get to number 6, Baptiste. I actually really like Baptiste. He is very fun to play, since it's kind of like a soldier with less damage, but he can heal, which is very useful. I mean, of course soldier can heal, but you know what I mean. Baptiste has some interesting abilities also. He has spatial healing that heals people nearby, and also has an immortality field where you can't die while it's up. Now you can still take damage, but you just can't die until it's broken or you step out. This ability is good against Sigma ults and other one-hit wonder ults. Bap also has a cool jump ability that allows for increased mobility and movement. He also has great healing by throwing health potions, kind of. His ultimate is good when paired with the high DPS characters like soldiers and bastions and things like that, since it allows for bullet projectiles to do more damage and for his heals to do more healing. So the window can be very useful when paired with good DPS and positioning. Baptiste is also good in the window because he has it's a burst weapon, but it's still very strong. Baptiste is good, but others have better abilities to support the team and keep them alive in tense situations. Baptiste is good, but I feel like he only fits on some teams in some niche scenarios, so I'm just going to put him at number 6. Alright, number 5 we got Lifeweaver. Now, Lifeweaver at the beginning of my list was lower, but I decided to move him up after much consideration. Lifeweaver is an interesting one. He has good abilities and has good healing when in the right hands. Like his ability to grapple teammates and save them whilst having a lift pad that can push ults away or get teammates to a high location is very, very convenient. If mastered, this is a very good skill. One of his main setbacks is movement. I mean, he has a dash and a pad that can be used to like keep himself alive, but the cooldown on the pad is very long, so you have to be like very stingy with it and try not to like leave yourself open. If not, because like you'll get messed up. He is very good at keeping tanks alive. I think that's his main purpose and most powerful attribute, keeping the tank alive. The reason I say this is because, I mean, he can grapple his team back, or like he can pull his tank back when they're getting fucked. And then he can also like lift them up and stuff like that. Just very useful abilities to have to like save a tank. His ult is very good for winning fights when placed in a good area, since it does so much healing. And it lasts pretty long. And he has good playability, and I think that this is a good spot for him. He's like right in the middle, so he's a good support, but others have better attributes all around. So I think 5's a great place. Ooh, this one's one of my favorites. Number 4, Ana. Like I just said, Ana's actually one of my favorite supports to play. She's just so fun to play. I don't know why. She's a very good support with a lot of helpful abilities. First of which is her sleep, which can be used to put anyone to sleep for a short amount of time. And in that time, you can use your teammates to surround them and kill them faster. Those few seconds could change the tide of the fight, so it's very, very useful. She also has a useful grenade that makes it so enemies can't even heal themselves. If they don't have a Kiriko, you can kill their tanks so quick. It also heals allies, so it also is good to like use on your own team. Her gun is also very fun to me. It's kind of like a sojourn ability, like shot, I guess, but it's like a sniper. So I mean, it is a projectile, so you have to like kind of calculate where your teammates are gonna move to like guess. But if you scope in, then it is an instant hit, so it's no longer a projectile. It's just like instantly there. But I like to just no scope it, and it's kind of fun. I miss most of the time, but I'm gonna talk about that. Now, one of my favorite things to use that I always use in the wrong situation, Nano. That's her ultimate. Nano's so fun to have during a fight. Right when I'm about to die, it's like I'm summoning Maharaga. I'm like, yeah, you fight this dude. It's just so fun. I mean, we could be winning the fight and I'll still use it, because why not? But it just gives them the health boost and damage boost, and it is very, very, very good to use on your tank or like DPS that's ulting, because you will win the fight most likely if they don't miss. And all around just has a good kit for her team and is fun to use and play. Coming up on number 3, Arari. When Arari first came out, she was very broken, but she's been nerfed to hell, but she's actually still good. Her gun has great damage and her pylon has great healing, so combined you basically have another damage character that heals. The way Arari works is that her gun charges up and does more damage the longer you let it charge, and also does the same thing with her healing beam. She has a pylon that you can place anywhere, but you want to make sure you put it in a good spot where it won't get shot, because the respawn time takes a while to get it back, and that's like one of her main healing methods. She also has a push ability that pushes herself and people in the desired direction. It's used to like save her and stuff. It's pretty useful. Her ultimate I don't really like, since it's kind of like a DPS ult. Since it doesn't do any healing, it just does damage. You shoot it around a lot of people and they get these suns on them, and if you do damage to them, then it does like a lot of damage and like blows up. It's a weird ultimate for support, but it is very good for fighting, so she gets number 3. I just wish her ult did some healing whatsoever. Alright, now to the top 2. Also, I realized this whole video I've been using useful a lot and convenient, so I mean, I would say I would try not to, but I am reading a script, so whatever. But at number 2, which was expected from a low level as myself, I am putting Moira. Moira is a sucker and peer character. Her suck ability you don't need to be good to use, since you just kind of look at people and you damage them. Along with her heals, you need no aim to succeed. What am I saying? You need no aim to succeed, which is good. Her phase ability can let you escape from enemies and phase towards teammates, which will save your ass a lot. Moira's orbs, which she throws, has a healing and a damage orb. Her damage orb is great for throwing into rooms with enemies, since it bounces off walls and damages everyone around it. Her healing orb does crazy good healing and is good to have around all your teammates, and it comes back kind of fast, so it's a very nice ability. Her ultimate is a combination of the damage and healing, so you can heal teammates and do damage to enemies. Plus it goes through things like shields, so you can damage them at the same time. All around, she's just a great character, and I think she's number 2 for my list. Now for the number 1 spot. We got Kiko. Smash.
Fucking wait, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Anyway, Kiko is a very good support all around. She has one of the most useful abilities in the game, Cleanse. This ability does as it says, and it cleanses everything. Anti, Arari's sun thingy, and more. It just cleanses you and it makes you invulnerable for a few seconds, but I mean, those few seconds can change everything. Her cards she throws do a lot of damage for headshots, and her hitbox is very small, making her hard to hit. She can also teleport to teammates, which is very useful when they're getting shot and there are walls between them. This will make her escape and also can get to her teammates faster to heal. Her passive is climbing walls, which is useful for movement and getting away. Her ultimate is amazing. It gives faster fire rate to your teammates, and the ultimate can win a fight since you can shoot faster than the other team. So all around, she's very great, and I think that's why she gets first. I mean, Cleanse is kind of a broken ability, if I'm being honest. That shit is so amazing. But that is my list, 1 through 10. We got Zenyatta, Mercy, Brig, Lucio, Baptiste, Lifeweaver, Anna, Arari, Moira, and then at the top, Kiko. Now, I know this list isn't very accurate, but it's just what I think. So, deal with it, I guess. If you have any other video ideas that you want me to do, I am looking for some new ideas, so just put them in the comments if you even made it this far. And peace.